This is my personal virtual office right now. We are in a library. I can't speak loud. This is so relaxing. I can sit here all day. I like big screen, but isn't this a little bit overkill? Now I can see my keyboard. This is so great.
Hi, I'm TK from Red Stapler. With the current pandemic situation, I have to stay at home and work from home for several weeks now and can't go out anywhere except for grocery, like Sam Jackson said.
Stay the at home.
But even for an introvert person like me, it's a little bit depressing. So I tried to find a way to change my work environment, and then I thought about Ready Player One movie. What if we can use virtual reality to create virtual working space at home? I did some research and found this application, Virtual Desktop, which lets you use the desktop in VR mode and change the scenery at will.
So after preparing my VR headset and sitting at my desk, here's my experience. Wow, this is better than I thought. It's like I'm really floating in space and almost forget I'm sitting in my room. I can use the grip button on the controller to move the screen like this. It's basically the same desktop screen except it's in VR. I can open web browsers and other applications as usual. And here's the control panel for the virtual desktop application. You can set the screen size, distance, and curvedness of the screen. And also other options like locking screen to your head movement. And perhaps the most important option, which is to change the environment. The application comes with a handful of built-in environments, but you can download more from the Steam Community Workshop, mostly for free. Alright, I'm going to try changing the environment to something else. This is so real that I feel like I have to start talking quietly. If I'm not wrong, I believe this is France's National Library. But no one's here, so it's a little bit lonely. Well, let's try something else. Ah, the sunrise in the morning. Very beautiful. I don't get to see this very often since I usually get up so late. The graphic might not look so great in this captured video, but believe me, it's so much more realistic when you use VR headset to view it. Now the next one is the scene that I like the most. I always dream of having personal office in high-rise building, so I guess this is what it feels like. I really enjoy the view. The monitor is so huge, I feel like having around 32 to 34 inch curved monitor. Seems like I don't have to buy them anymore. They even have the coffee on the table for me. Let's see if I can pick it up. Nope. Well, at least I can't spill it on the keyboard. Now after I finish admiring my new work environment, it's time to start working. And right then, I start to notice the first problem. I couldn't see my keyboard. It should be fine if you can do touch typing, but if you can't, that's going to be really frustrating. And here's my workaround. HTC Vive has built-in front camera, so I enable it in Steam VR and now I can look at my keyboard while typing. The camera resolution is horrible, but it's better than nothing. Alternatively, you can enable the touch keyboard and use Vive controller to type it, but of course, not practical for lots of typing work, especially for coding. Another problem I found is the text is too small and I have to lean my head closer to the screen in order to read it. You might not see it in this video, but you will notice it when wearing VR headset. The workaround is to scale up your text size in window display option. I changed mine to 125% and it's a whole lot better. Anyway, beside these two problems, everything else worked perfectly. I can code, perform web development tasks, and even do video editing as usual. And after a couple hours of working, it's time for movie. I'm going to change the environment to a theater. Now this is awesome. I only need a popcorn and soda and this would be perfect. It turns out Virtual Desktop is even better at watching movies. It does feel like watching in a real theater, especially if you have good earphones. In fact, next time I want to watch a movie, I think I'm going to watch it in VR. So to wrap up this video, I really enjoyed the Virtual Desktop experience. Though it has some areas that still need some improvement, it does have potential to be more developed and adopt. For example, a keyboard and a glove that can be tracked and displayed inside VR headset, and options to set up and define the table size to match the one in the real world. Anyway, if you already have a VR headset and looking for a new working space, I recommend you to try it.
And that's all for this video. Hope you guys enjoy. If you want to see more web development tips and tutorials, subscribe this channel to stay tuned. Thanks for watching. See you next time. Bye.